Alright, so coming back this week, let's see what happened the last week before the previous outlook. Um, so let me open up monthly VWAP firstly. So going into the monthly, we have like, let me close these. Okay. So on the previous outlook, it was around here, I think. Yeah, it was on Monday. And we talked about the case of rejections into like here. Here we had some internal liquidity along with the POI, along with previous month value area high, along with our 4-week composite value area high. So you can see that pretty much it's a very significant level. So yeah, rejections from here. And of course, these lows right here would be tagged. I saw a lot of people longing here, here, even here, even here. We'll talk about why it wasn't a good long, my opinion. So yeah, at first glance, okay, a sweep of these internal lows into like some lows holding was a good long actually. We talked about it also inside the outlooks, the daily outlooks. So it was good long until we came and tagged these highs. We had a poor high sitting right here according to market profile, along with sorry, along with monthly VWAP and also weekly VWAP right here. So we came into this entire point of interest along with a huge gap right here. So we had some lower time frame triggers in order to take this setup. I actually took like a top short and I posted about it. Yeah, it was this one. It was like a scalp, but I held the runners from this one like 20% and closed the rest around here. So the trigger was some trapped delta, some trapped buying delta right here, along with failure to keep going higher. So lower time frame breakdown here below. Weekly VWAP and monthly VWAP was also a pretty good trigger to short. Now, going back on higher time frame, we had like a pretty clean rejection. Yeah, I will show you Lucy in a bit. So we had a pretty clean rejection into a previous month value high, along with a continuation of our actual bias, which was like short bias. So momentum below monthly VWAP and flipping previous month VWAP is what told me that we would like uh, almost certainly that we will tag previous month value area low. Previous month value area low also sitting, if you notice right here, into like a huge ass gap with some let's say liquidity sitting right here. So if a reversal is to happen, it should be from here, along with some levels sitting right here. So here we have also the previous quarter value area high and 3-month value area high, the prior 3-month composite, which was from like let me show you. Let me delete all these. So this 3-month prior value is what is acting currently as resistance. So as long as we're trading below here, I would expect a rotation lower. So breakdown below 101, 100k actually is what will lead to a rotation towards 93k and tag actually these lows right here. Yeah, we can definitely bounce here, but this is what we had actually, a short-term bounce into this POI. But we're actually not seeing a pretty good follow-up on lower time frames. So as of now, I'm expecting lower. Of course, on lower time frame, we have like a point of interest where we could bounce from. If we bounce from here, it would be a pretty good hedge long on my shorts. I got a short running from here. I posted it this morning. Also added a bit here, so my entry is like a bit lower, actually. So yeah, I got this short running. We'll see the reaction here to see what we're gonna do with it. So going back to the analysis, so rejections here will probably lead to massive move to the downside. For bullish bias, I would like to see a reclaim of our 4-week composite sitting at 104k. Definitely we can come here, accept above, get some compression going on into like a value area low for rotation higher, and also we can come here, sweep, reject, trade back below, and continue our move lower. So yeah, it's a pretty rough spot. I mean, it's not a clean direction. The direction on lower time frame is clean, downtrend, but higher time frame wise, it's like do or die. So yeah, these main scenarios in my head right now. So let me go into extra charts to show Lucy what the drop delta looked like in this example. So I had to load it up. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I found it. So the trigger was some massive volume coming up right here on the short side with negative delta coming up into like trapped delta right here, P-shaped profile. It's a clean trigger based on order flow. As soon as we started flipping, I like entered short, and then you could add more on breakdown. Breakdown below, more buy delta trap, send it lower. This is like a pretty basic footprints setup. It's called Mousetrap or SFP. This is like the real nature of SFP, what SFP is like, trapping people. So yeah. Okay, going into VWAPs. Let's go into actually let's do it here, yearly. Okay, so going into the yearly, you can see that we're kinda breaking below developing yearly value area high. What's the next stop? Developing VWAP. Developing VWAP, and if you have a bounce right here, things are looking we remain optimistic. If we get a full rotation, of course we can get like a move towards 84k, 85k, maybe even lower, like 80k, around there. So like POI, trap volume delta, market breaks, or yeah, that's basically it. Um, you of course you want to see like continuation on it, and not seeing like the side that got trapped get like the upper hand again. Okay, so going into quarterly. Oops. I mentioned last week that we were actually into resistance here. Developing quarterly value high was capping price, as it seems. We did get deviation that I talked about. Pretty clean retest right here, and as you can see, it capped price and we're going lower. So previous quarter value high is also a very significant level. So as long as we're breaking below here, I expect lower. On quarterly VWAP, I'm not really seeing a reason to bounce from. I would bet more into previous quarter VWAP. So if we get like a sweep, acceptance above, it's like a good long, or maybe a bounce from here. Until then, we prioritize shorts. Now let's go into monthly VWAP. So based on monthly VWAP, next week we have the monthly close as well. So not much to mention about it. Monthly close will be around, let's say, if we keep trending lower, it will be around these levels. So we will have previous month value low capping price at 102, around there. So yeah, it will be another level to flip in order to be bullish, or reject from to remain bearish. Oops. Let's go into the weekly to see some lower time frame triggers. Okay, so previous week value low capping upside currently. As soon as we start to reclaim above here is a good trigger for longs, but I'm thinking we will get like a rotation lower before higher first. Previous week VWAP sitting also at internal liquidity, so we could like come into previous week VWAP sweep and keep trending lower, else acceptance above and we rotate higher. So yeah, the main point of interest if we come up here would be shorts into here. If we don't have like a trigger to short here, we will most probably go up into like 108, 107, 108, around there. Okay, into the daily. So we're actually getting some resistance into previous day value high, scalping upside. If we start like trending lower, it's a clean trigger to add shorts or lower. These are POI for longs. If it holds, we look for longs, else we aim for lower as per plan. So that's pretty much it. Do you guys have any questions? Actually, let me show you also the Okay, okay. So this was the trigger for the main trigger for swords. If you weren't short from here, this right here was the main trigger for swords. Rejection of 4-week composite value area low right here was a pretty clean trigger for swords, as you can see, because it led to expansion lower. Let's go also into our daily. Okay, not much to mention. We have an NPOC sitting at 99.5. We actually filled the single print right here, so this was a good POI for shorts. 99.5 is a good POI for longs as well. If we look into here, it's exactly at our POI right here. We're actually breaking down, so you can see shorts are printing. Where is my chart? Nope. Okay, shorts are printing. I'm looking for a bounce here. If we don't get it, I will aim for lower. Okay, that's it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, else I'm gonna end the stream. All right, no questions. So thank you. Okay, wait. Let me stop the recording.